Good morning, everyone. It's Christy Young with Abundant Life Coaching. I'm so excited to be back with you for week 2 of this month's series on investing. Last week we talked about investing your time, and I was so grateful to hear from some of you about how that session really got you thinking more about time and how limited our time is, and helped challenge you to really be intentional with how you were investing your time last week. So thank you so much for sharing that feedback. This week I'm excited to bring our next topic, which is investing your attention. And when I say attention, I mean your thoughts, the things that you focus on throughout the day, every day. What we focus on is the direction that we move in. And the things that we focus on are the things that we give our power to. And so often it's easy to live life on autopilot, to not really pay attention to what our thoughts are telling us, to not really pay attention to the things that we're dwelling on. And the challenge with that is that we're always moving in a direction. But are our thoughts moving us in the direction that we want to go? That's the question I want you to start this week asking yourself. Our minds are incredibly powerful. And they can either be powerfully helpful or powerfully hindering in our lives. Our minds can be our biggest ally or a huge enemy that holds us back. And one of the ways that to begin really investing your attention begins with just beginning to notice what you're thinking about. So as you go through this day, as you go through this week, I invite you to pause and really just notice, what am I thinking about right now? What are my thoughts telling me about myself, about the situation that I'm facing, about the people that I'm engaging with right now? And ask yourself, are those thoughts true? Are those thoughts moving me in the direction that I want to go? Maybe one of your goals for this year is to be more positive, to have a more positive outlook in life. And so one of the practical ways that you can start investing your attention is by stepping back and asking yourself, are my thoughts moving me in a positive direction, or are they keeping me stuck in negativity? So all of us go through challenging times and challenging circumstances. And sometimes we might default to having a negative mindset. We might notice all the things that are going wrong. We might start complaining. We might focus on how unfair things seem. And so one of the ways that you can intentionally start to invest your thoughts is to pause, notice that that's the road your thoughts are going down, and intentionally decide, instead of focusing on the negative, what is this challenging situation teaching me? What opportunity is this circumstance giving me to grow or to refine what's meaningful to me? Or maybe it's teaching me that this isn't actually a direction that I want to go. And so it's helpful in showing me that I need to make some changes in life. Our minds will always lead us in the direction that we go in. We don't have control over 99% of life. It's remarkable how little control we have. But the 1% that we do have control over by our God-given design is our thoughts. We have the ability to take thoughts captive and decide whether or not to let them stay in our minds. And so as you go through this week, I challenge you, begin noticing the thoughts that are playing through your mind, the things that your mind is being drawn to, and ask yourself, is that something I want to give my power to? Is that something I want to invest my attention and my focus on? And if it's not, get rid of that thought. Or reframe it in a way that's helpful rather than harmful. And this is going to take intention. It's going to take practice. Our minds are muscles that we have to exercise and develop. And so it's going to feel a little awkward. And at times you're going to notice that you're drifting back to old thought patterns that you don't want anymore. That's okay. Just notice when that happens. Steer your mind back on the course that you want to go, and keep investing your attention into cultivating the life and becoming the person that you most desire to be. I would love to support you in this process. Transforming our minds can be a really challenging thing. And so a lot of times it helps to have someone to process that through with, to be accountability partner with, and just to help you be able to voice those things out. So I am here. Reach out, comment below, email me at connect@yourabundantlifecoach.com, and I would love to support you through this process. Here's to investing your attention wisely, everyone.